Am I live now? Hello? Holy shit. Is this working? Dude, am I lagging? Third time's a charm? Fucking hope so. I think I'm live. Yeah, I think I'm live. Okay. Guys, if it doesn't work this third time, then I'm sorry, but Jesus. Is this better at all? Whole lot better? The fucking goats. You guys are the goats, dude. We're so fucking back. We're so back. Okay. I literally had to restart my internet and I restarted my computer. I just restarted everything. I was like, fuck this. I'm restarting everything. Honestly, it was probably because I had it on the majority of the day. Because I was working from home. So I had it on for the majority of the day. And so it was probably just like really tired of being on all day. Yeah, damn. Okay, we're here. We're back. Everybody, we can all breathe now. We can all breathe. Where's the chat? This is the chat. Perfect. I'm gonna have this pulled up. You guys, I'm gonna have it over here, I think. Uh what do you guys say, bro? We can't be stopped. Stop doing pleasure and work at the same time, says Sean. What happened, twin? Nah, nothing, bro. It's just internet and PC issues. Now we're good. Now everybody's saying we're good. Chris is saying we're good. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to everybody for being patient, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are super, super supportive. Okay, we're live. I don't even know what I was saying. I don't even know what I was talking about before. I'm gonna be honest. I said we were gonna talk about the game. Oh my god, dude! At this point, we can talk about fucking anything. At this point, um, I said we were gonna talk about news as well, like some other bullshit. Yeah, we're not doing that yet. First the game and now the stream. Yeah, dude, we have a 3-0 loss against one of the best teams in the league, and then all of a sudden on my stream is like, yo, why are we gonna talk about that shit again? So I think we're just not gonna spend any time talking about last time in the game because the our stream just doesn't want us to do that. So yeah, we're just gonna skip right by. All I was gonna say, the more if you guys want to hear me talk about the game a little more, I did a whole post game reaction. It's like 20 minutes long, 25 minutes long. It's not that long. It's on the channel. I'm not lagging. My internet is good. You should check that out if you're interested in more. All I have to say is that um, it was expected to not get a win, in my opinion. I was not expecting to get a win going to LA against LAFC. With the rosters that they have, us, struggling in general against them when we travel to LA, we tend not to win when we go over there. We already had some history with LAFC. It was last year. I think it was in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Ordaz scored on us on Saturday. He scored on us last year. He was the same guy that elbowed Maxi Falcon. Yeah, it was a whole thing, right? Last year, that he elbowed Maxi Falcon last year. He didn't get a red card, shit like that. Yeah, it was a whole thing. So a lot of beef. But we deserved to lose in the way that we played, right? In the first half, they were all over us. They were high pressing. They were completely dominant. LAFC. We couldn't do anything about it. We offensively we were just not a threat. In the second half, we played their game, and we were in their house and we were playing their game. They sat back. They wanted us to have possession of the ball. They wanted us to push higher up and then hit us on 1-2 counters, and then boom. What was it? They played the low block. They hit our counterattacks, and they were still being threatening. So, um, basically, the point is of me talking saying all that again is that is not what we're trying to do going forward. We went into the game, I believe, in a 4-4-2. Um, was it a 4-4-2? I think it was a 4-4-2. I didn't look back at the game. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't rewatch the game. I didn't have time to rewatch the game. But we were in the 4-4-2. I don't think that's going to be the move. We have we have quality midfielders. We need to use all of them. We have Yannick Bright, who I thought was good personally. We have Rodrigo de Paul, who I thought was good. We have David Ayala. Why is he on the bench? He's somebody that is known to play well in the MLS. He knows the league. He could play in the league. then he could definitely play on this team. So we need to play all three of them, and that is personally my opinion. We definitely and Mr. Businesses also showed how important Busquets was. Everybody was a Busquets hater last year. I remember there were so many people that were like, Busquets is too slow, Busquets this, Busquets that. I'm like, guys, once he leaves, everybody's going to be fucking crying. And here we are. But anyway, Slice Bro says we got to sign Casemiro. Yeah, just for him to ride the fucking bench at this point. It's gonna the two stars are gonna be Brighton and De Paul. None of the new signings look good, but game one, so not much there. Says Sean. LA just had the game plan. It was not, and that was allowing us to hold possession of the ball and hitting us with the counter. They knew we hold the line. Yeah. Says Ace Leonel. Yeah, no, I mean it's their house, right? It's their house. They don't have that new of a squad. They only have a couple of new players, and they just have fantastic players, man. Their game plan was spot on, and they played it very well. But anyway, um, I just want us to kind of move past that, move past in the sense that hopefully we don't make the same mistakes going. I mean, like this is gonna be tough, right? Until April, until we actually start playing games in our own turf. Like we're gonna be on the road constantly. It's gonna be very very difficult for us in the beginning of the season. So we might have to be extremely patient for this beginning part of the season. Traveling around is not hard. It's not that easy. We have I mean, like we're going to fucking Puerto Rico for God's sake. I mean, like it's not that far because we're in Miami, but we're going to Puerto Rico on like for the game on a Thursday, and then we have to come back and go to Orlando and play a game in Orlando, and then we have to fly to DC. Yeah, like later that week. So we're just gonna be constantly on the road for like the next month, and it's not gonna be fun. So I think we're gonna need a lot of patience for this beginning part of the for this beginning part of the season. Let's see what you guys are saying. What are your thoughts on Messi post game going to the refs? Let's actually, yeah, we'll talk about that for a bit because I did post about it. Do I have the video pulled up? Because I did post a video. I did post a video on it, but basically, Messi did nothing wrong. I'm gonna be honest. Like even when I first saw it, I was like, Messi's just giving the refs an earful. It's just like what's bound to happen. When I did see the clip originally, I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube because I did post it on YouTube. When I did see the clip originally, I was so confused because I was like, what is Messi doing? Like, where is he going? Like, did he actually go into the refs locker room? Because I'm like, that was a weird spot to have a referee locker room, like with the double doors and stuff. And I'm like, that didn't look like a that looked like a more like a corridor into the I don't know. But regardless, um it was I didn't think it was why is that so loud? How do I mute that? Jesus. Okay. This is the clip right here. Oh, okay. This is the clip right here. You see the refs going in. Then you see, but and before this, before all of this, Messi was already giving the refs an earful. There was another clip on that. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen it. But then like Messi kind of tries to go in there and kind of follow him further, and then Luis Suarez stops him at some point when they pass the double doors. Um, basically, and what Messi basically said to the referees because there is audio not in this clip, but there is audio of Messi talking to the refs. Messi was basically saying, "Oh, you guys ref us differently. You guys always against us. This and that." He said it all in Spanish. I want to see if I could find it at referees. I want to see if I could find the clip because there definitely is a clip. Cobraron manos boludas, I want to see this referees versus LAFC. I want to see if they pulled that shit up. Ah, dude, of course. I feel like the video is probably taken down because I don't think it was like a legal video or whatever. Because like I think a report. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I think the video was probably taken down. But you guys understand. And then he's not punished. He's not going to be punished. I think Pro came out, the professional referees organization came out, and they were like, "Hey, Messi never came into the locker room, into the referees locker room. Uh, yeah, what's it called? He's not going to get suspended, this and that, whatever the case may be. Look, here is a tweet on that. Why does it look like that? Can I like change? I just hate that it's like not centered. There we go. Okay, it says by Lizzie Becerano. Update. After further review to the situation, Major League Soccer found that Messi did not violate league policy. The video captures Messi entering an area that was not restricted by the league, with Pro also confirming that he did not enter the officials' locker room. Um, and then like she wrote a whole article on it. But yeah, he's not going to get suspended. So there's like really nothing to talk about. All these news people that are trying to come after Messi, all they wanted to do is just talk shit on Messi and just have Messi in their headlines and just kind of run with a story that's not even there. And it's just typical like BS reporting, I'm gonna be honest, but it kind of is what it is. Do you think Rocco should start over Dane St. Clair? I think Rocco should play a game. But I've said this in a video previously in like I think I said this in the preview to the LAFC game. I said if I was Rocco, I'd be really mad because after that run in the postseason, I would expect to have more like I would expect to start. I would expect to play in the next season in the following season. But now that they brought the best keeper in the league last year, I like you have to think of it from the club's perspective, from Mascherano's perspective. You want that to work. Like if you bring in the best keeper in the league last year, you want that to work for everybody. So you're gonna try and push that and try to make it work. I just think Rocco should play a game because if Rocco shows that he's already better than Dane St. Clair, then early on, but it's too early. It's too early. But I do definitely think that Rocco needs to have another opportunity again. What was Dane St. Clair doing in that second goal? Yeah. They should have just canceled the game in Puerto Rico. Honestly, I agree. I think it's dumb. I mean, I think it might hurt us more than help us because we're now, like I said, we have to travel to Puerto Rico to play a game on a Thursday, and then we have to come back to Florida to Miami. Like we have to fly to Puerto Rico, then fly to Orlando. I don't even know if you can fly directly from Puerto Rico to Orlando. You probably could, but then you have to like it's just so much traveling. And then you have to go to DC. And then after that, we might have to go to Nashville. Or no, the CONCACAF Champions Cup I think is played here, like at Chase Stadium or something. I don't know, dude. And then we don't know if Messi's gonna play or not. I'm pretty sure he is, but it's a whole fucking thing. Crazy Suarez is the one to stop him. I mean, who else is gonna stop him? I mean, Suarez is his best friend. He was only in the doorway iconically. Suarez. He was only in the door iconically. Suarez pulled him out of it and try to keep him out of trouble. Messi was justified to be honest. Dude got clobbered twice and no calls. Yeah, the referee was shit. I have to call out Danny. Was it? Yeah, it was Danny that said it. Like Danny said, he saw nothing wrong. There was other people too. There was a lot of people that said there was nothing wrong with the refereeing, like or it wasn't that bad. But I thought it was bad against Messi, but I thought it was just inconsistent. But it's always going to be inconsistent. The refereeing is always. We're never going to be satisfied with how a ref manages the game. We're never going to be, unfortunately, and that is the unfortunate reality of things, especially in the MLS. Maybe at higher levels, you won't even talk about the refereeing because they'll do a lot better job. But unfortunately, at this level, I feel like you can always look at the referee and put blame on him or her. So it kind of is what it is. I'm not like the referee didn't lose us the game at the end of the day. If the referee lost us the game, then that's a completely different story. Then we would be talking about that. But the referee just made really a couple of bad decisions that affected Messi personally because it was mainly towards him. Because he was getting pushed and shoved, and I think he got like hit in the face at one point and no call. So, but and he was just frustrated that he wasn't getting a call. But we didn't lose because the referee was shit. You know what I'm saying? Short Kings won us the cup. Anyone noticed going into the second half, we were playing so well, and then we lost possession, and it all went downhill. Literally has 73% possession. Sorry, I'm barely getting back. I want Ayala. Not gonna lie. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like we didn't do good. We didn't do good both on and off the ball against LA. We did not do good both on and off the ball, unfortunately. We were very bad. We were very, very bad both on and off. It just so happened that LA just knew how to counter us sitting low on the low block. They were waiting for us to get impatient or push up, put an extra player up. Literally, we took off Yannick Bright. Like we literally fell into their trap. Like we gave them what they wanted. We took out a key player in our midfield in Yannick Bright, and then we put in a forward. I believe we put in Suarez or something, or Allende or whoever we put in. I think it was Allende. And that went horrible. Like that went completely bad because we had nobody. We had nothing in the middle. Like it was wide open. We were completely exposed and open, and it had led to 2 goals. And then Dane St. Clair was up in at the halfway line trying to, I don't know what he was doing, trying to get involved. Um ju- People just need to get behind Dane St. Clair right now. You don't want your starting goalkeeper unconfident. Yeah, that's also very true. Um it's very harsh to switch over to Rocco after a bad game with Dane St. Clair, or like 2 bad games with Dane St. Clair, or whatever the case may be, even if you're including preseason or whatever. I think it's very unfair. But all I'm saying is that I'd be pissed if I was Rocco. That's all I'm saying. I'd be super pissed. I'd be like, Coach, put me the fuck in. Like, let me play, dude. Like, I was doing very well last season. I want to carry that momentum right now. Like, I want to play. Like, give me a chance. That's what I would be doing if I was Rocco. I'd be fighting for that chance. Neptune, because they switched to the 4-3-3 and the match on shot on the momentum by switching back to the 4-4-2. Uh, Ref wasn't bad at all. People using hindsight. No one complained during the game or right after the match. Yeah, I'm like I said, it wasn't shit refereeing. It was just shit refereeing towards Messi. Like he wasn't getting calls. Like he wasn't getting like 3-4 calls that that could have, it would not have changed the game at all. But like he was just getting frustrated because he was getting hit constantly. Not La Liga refs are shit too. Yeah, yeah, because they're all in favor of Madrid, bro. But like I said, the refereeing was still pretty bad. It wasn't like the best, but I'm not putting blame on it. Anyway, Bright was our best player on the field, and people want to replace him. That's insane, or you're stupid. Um, was he the best player in our field? Probably. It was probably him. Yeah, and yeah, I don't like the idea of replacing Bright. I think like he Bright should have been a starting piece to our team since back when we had like Redondo. Like back when we were starting Benjamin Kremaski over Bright. Back when we were starting David Ruiz over Bright. Back when we were starting Redondo over Bright. Like we were starting literally every midfielder, every center mid that we ever had, we would start over Bright. And then every time Bright gets on the field, he plays so much better. And he makes the team so much better. He makes the midfield so much better. And he continued to ride the bench and only come on like either later on in the game or he wouldn't play. Like I never understood it. I personally I never understood it. But so this season, Bright needs to start every game that he is fit. If he's 100% fit, Bright is starting. And so and I saw a comment somewhere that says that Bright and RDP can't play together because they play similar roles. I disagree. I disagree. They just want Bright to push further forward, which I don't agree with, and that's why we need either three midfielders, or if you're gonna be playing a 4-2, a 4-4-2. Actually, you shouldn't be playing a 4-4-2. You should be playing a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. And if it was the 4-3-3, it would be Bright as the CDM with Ayala and De Paul as the two midfielders, or it would be Segovia and DePaul as the two midfielders. And then on the wing, it would be Silvetti on the left. It would be Berterame up top. And then it would be Lionel Messi on the right. And then the rest is the rest. And if you're playing a 4-2-3-1, you're playing Bright and RDP in the midfield with Messi at cam, Berterame up top, with Tadeo Ashende on the right and Silvetti on the left. It's the same fucking team that we played last year. The same fucking, almost the same fucking team. It's the same team. So, except that we have Noah Allen at left back. We have fucking Facundo Mura. We have, Mikael and whatever. But is it just me? Like, am I the only one that's thinking 4-2-3-1 with Messi, Cam, Berterame? The thing is, with the 4-2-3-1, you do eventually end up transitioning into 4-4-2 on defense, right? So that's the only bad part. But I don't know. Let me see what you guys are saying. The game plan against us, it was wrong with the start. DSC may not be used playing on the island. If Rocco wanted to be a starter, he shouldn't. We don't have personnel for the double pivot. We only have 3 fucking midfielders, dude. We only have 3 like natural solid midfielders. Why Mascherano always reverts to that, I don't know. Stats wise, Bright is our best progressor of the ball and our best defender against LAFC. Really? That's so fucking crazy. Less touches, more production than RDP. Less touches, more production. Well, yeah, because RDP would get a lot more involved. Like RDP was all over the place. RDP was literally running for I said it in the post game reaction. He was running all over the place horizontally. He was everywhere. And so naturally he's going to get more touches. Naturally he's going to try to keep to move the ball around, to progress forward, to put back, to reset, to create a play, or whatever the case may be. It was a bad touch from him that ended up being, I believe, it was the first goal that we conceded. But that's just because he's constantly on the play. Like he's constantly involved in the play, and he's trying to be that guy. And he's gonna have to step up and be that guy. I'm gonna be honest, because it can't be Messi all the time. Because we don't have a Busquets, so like RDP needs to be the Busquets. If not, even though he won't, he's not going to. But somebody has to. Like somebody has to fill in that role, and it can't be Messi. It can't be Messi. It has to be either Yannick Bright or David Ashada if it's not going to be RDP. So it's either, do you want RDP playing that role, do you want David Ashada playing that role, or do you want Yannick Bright playing that role? I vote RDP. Excuse me. I vote Yannick Bright. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I think they're putting that responsibility on RDP. So, and that's my opinion. Should be the 4-2-3-1, but they get a DP9, so that's cooked. Oh, 4-3-1-2, excuse me. 4-3-1-2. Yeah. RDP is a box to box. I know. Bright is far from being our best player. He'd be better off as a center back. Offers next to nothing going forward. He plays progressive balls forward. That's what Yannick Bright does. He was our best CDM. And he plays progressive balls forward. This is just setting RDP up for failure. He can't be Busquets man. Switch to midfield 3. I agree. I think doing this will eventually or is setting RDP up for failure. And like I said before, this is not what I think should happen. This is what I think is going to happen. That RDP is going to be playing this next to Busquets role, right? He's not going to do a good job, or he's not going to be as good as Busquets, so people are going to criticize him for it. And then they're just gonna constantly be hating on RDP when in reality, if you would have just given that responsibility to another player, not responsibility in being Busquets, but playing that type of role, like a Yannick Bright or David Ashala, who are both natural in those roles or in that role, then it could work a lot better, and then it would give RDP a lot more freedom to be everywhere and to be the engine that he is, because he can't be the engine and be the deep line playmaker and be the box to box and be the defensive midfielder. Like, he can't do all three roles. I want RDP to be to help in the attack, but to play support, to find passes into Messi, and then have have Yannick Bright or David Archala to anchor. Basically, is to basically anchor. Is to anchor what's going on. Let RDP fucking do his thing. Let him run around in circles around everybody. Find a pass into Messi. Find a Shende. Find Bertarabi. Find whoever. Silvetti. And then let Bright anchor. Let Ashala anchor. Or let fucking Ashala anchor, and Bright can help you further up the field, further up the defense. If they're gonna play with three defenders, when they go forward, first of all, in order to do that, Noah Allen has to learn how to fucking channel his inner Jordi Alba and actually push up the field, because Noah Allen, I don't know if he's scared or maybe he's not used to it. He's probably just not used to it. I don't want to call Noah Allen scared. But Noah Allen is not accustomed to pushing up that left flank to help the offense, like how Jordi Alba did. And I'm not comparing the two, but I'm just saying, like, you're going to have to do that. And that's what Reguilon was going to be doing, if he didn't get injured first game of the fucking preseason. So that needs to be sorted out. But then if that's sorted out, then you can have Ajala play as the anchor with Mikael, who I thought was great, and Maxi Falcon, who I thought did good, and have them kind of hold the defense, and they're gonna be good because Mikael is quick on the recovery. He had really really good recoveries last time against LAFC. I don't know how Ashada will be, but I think he'll be okay. Maxi could play further deep, like deep as like a stopper or sweeper, or whatever you want to call it, because he's not that quick in the recoveries. He's not that quick transitioning back. He can still do it, but it's not as fast as Mikael. And then on the right, you can let Facundo Mura do what Facundo Mura does best, which I don't know what he does best yet, but just let him play in that role. Let him play, attacking wingback, or I don't know, whatever the case may be. Uh, Segovia Mascherano, don't know what role he has on the team. Football isn't played on a spreadsheet. Go watch his decisions. No impact. RDP doesn't trust him either, which doesn't help. Wait. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Bright here. Bright will always play the best, most high percentage pass forward. He never takes risks. That's his only downside. Segovia doesn't take fucking risks either. Football isn't played on a spreadsheet. Go watch his decisions. No impact. RDP doesn't trust him either, which doesn't help. That's ego, though. That's all pure fucking ego. Because I genuinely don't know how we don't trust Yannick Bright at this point. Yannick Bright has been with us for what, 3 seasons now? 2.5 seasons or whatever I think it's 3 seasons. So that's not even that's not even Bright's fault at that point. That's just RDP's fault for not trusting. Excuse me. What was I gonna say? Fuck, I forgot. Fuck, it was about Oh, Bright has an impact. It's just not in the role that we saw him against LAFC. And it's the same thing for RDP. We're overanalyzing it. I'm going to be honest. We're completely overanalyzing it because it's going to be one game. It's one game, and we're just hoping that this doesn't fucking happen again. So hopefully this doesn't happen again, and that we could see RDP and Yannick Bright and maybe Ajala playing the right positions next time, and we're not going to continuously make the same mistakes as we once did. This is not Mascherano's first season. I'm not saying that he has to have it all figured out right now, but he definitely has more of an idea than what he did last year, like of what he had last year. Last year, you cut him the slack of, oh, he doesn't know the team, he doesn't know the league. This is his first time managing an actual club. He's still adjusting. Now that's over. Now your rookie season's done. Now you have a year under your belt. Now like have more of an idea of what to do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, where's the Ginobili jersey? Oh, I'll show it at the end of the stream. I'll show it at the end of the stream. My brother got me a Ginobili jersey. Shout out to my brother. From like a site. I don't even know what site it was, but I think it's pretty cool. I have it in my closet. I'll show you guys if you're interested. But that's what we'll talk about. We'll put a pin in this conversation because I want to get to some. We're gonna briefly touch up on some player news and training updates that I found online, and then um we're gonna talk about the game against uh not against Puerto Rico, but against the Venezuelan team in Puerto Rico, and then we're gonna talk a little bit about Orlando, and then we'll kind of talk of what we should expect going forward because we're already 30 minutes in. Um, but basically, well, I was actually watching this clip. Inter Miami posted this clip on Twitter, which I thought was cool. It's just them warming up. I'm gonna mute it so it's not fucking like, or maybe I'll just put a little sound. But we saw Messi in the training ground with RDP and all the the reserve players. RDP scoring this golazo over shot. But they're getting their reps in. They're finding their confidence. They're finding their communication. I mean, like, the thing is that they're playing the reserves, which, I mean, I know, like, this is what teams normally do. They play the starters versus the reserves. But, like, I don't know. I feel like at this level, like, the reserves are literally kids. So it's like, are you even getting training? Like, are you even getting, like, proper competition there? That's just my opinion, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know teams, like, do first team versus second team, but, like, literally the second team is just a bunch of teenagers. Like, it's just a bunch of kids. Um, oh, there's this interview. Oh, wait, okay. Inter Miami also posted this clip of Maxi Falcon talking for 3 minutes. It's like an interview, which which I think we should listen to. Hold on. If it gives us the fucking audio. Where's the audio? Oh, it's muted. Why is it muted?
Y lo que hicimos los amistosos. No, bueno, como dijiste vos, el primer partido da para.
Wait, hold on. Oh, the clip is playing. Close that shit out. Okay, let's hear what Maxi has to say. Hold on.
No, bueno, como dijiste vos, el primer partido da para hacer un análisis, obviamente, por la derrota, pero nos quedamos tranquilos más que nada con los compañeros porque el plan de juego que vinimos entrenando en la pretemporada y lo que hicimos los amistosos creo que salió bien. Después creo que los dos primeros goles más que nada son errores nuestros y son cosas a corregir.
Okay, so he's saying that the team is feeling calm. For those of you who don't understand Spanish, he's saying that the team is feeling calm, that that they were feeling good. Is there like captions? No, that they're feeling good, and then he said like the first two goals that they conceded against LA were their errors, like errors on their end. And then what else did he say?
Y son cosas a corregir. Uno mira el
And that's something to fix.
Algo abultado, pero yo creo que fue un partido bastante parejo donde controlamos el tema de la pelota más que nada la mayoría del tiempo. Ellos esperaban por ahí las contras.
That was a tough game and that they control the ball a lot.
Más allá, obviamente que no le gusta perder a nadie.
Nobody likes to lose.
Se jugó bien, ¿no? Y se va tomando un poquito la idea del entrenador.
Debutaron 4 jugadores nuevos en la MLS con Inter Miami. Jugó Dane en la portería, Mikael contigo atrás.
Sí.
Now he's asking, the interviewer is asking about like the new players that joined Inter Miami.
Tal cual. Eso también lo que decimos, ¿no? Y justamente el tener partidos seguidos ahora también. En el medio tenemos un partido amistoso también que nos va a servir mucho para seguir en ese tema, ¿no? De
Like
conocernos más, de
basically, he
que los
asked like
chicos que
where,
vienen se vayan
like how are you
afianzando
gonna
cada vez más al
accustom like
equipo y vayan
these new players like
agarrando
with
por
the
ahí más
team? And
rápido,
he's
¿no?
like, oh,
La
the
idea del
friendly is gonna
entrenador
help
y
with that.
esa es la idea. El año es muy largo, como dijiste vos
It's a
recién.
long year.
Es el primer partido, queda mucho aún. El año
Um,
pasado también fue un año larguísimo en el cual lo supimos mantener y
last
al final dimos bueno, el batacazo, por así decirlo, y la concentración que por ahí buscamos en el año la tuvimos al final y vamos en ese camino este año, como te digo. El primer partido, hay muchas cosas por corregir, pero tenemos buenas sensaciones.
El jueves hay otro partido, en este caso amistoso, lo comentabas ahora, ¿no? En Puerto Rico.
Yeah, he
Supongo que
basically said
después de la
there's a lot
temporada
of things
allí
to fix, but
y
it's a
también
long
de
year,
entrenar, ¿no? El
and
entrenamiento de amigo,
they're just gonna
Sí,
improve
se
on it.
espera con mucha
And
ilusión, no se pudo jugar en su día,
I
pero
think he said like
vamos a
have
ver
a
otra
similar
cosa.
year like
Mañana
last year
domingo
because
también.
last year was really
sí,
long. I
sí,
feel like he
sí.
dyed his
La
hair
verdad
more red.
que a
I
todos los
think
lugares
the
que
lighting
fuimos
definitely
nos
makes it look
reciben
lighter,
espectacular y yo creo
1000%.
que esta no va a ser la excepción. Obviamente que compartir con la gente y que la gente más que nada bueno, pueda ver también a Leo, ¿no? Que es algo importante
I
para
guess
todo lo
I
que
guess
es
he
el
asked
fútbol
about Puerto
mundial.
Rico and
Nos pone contento y también poner, ¿no?
about like Lionel Messi. Like he's saying
Poder,
that people are
digamos,
going to be
disputar estos
happy to see
minutos, como te
Lionel
decía, para
Messi.
seguir mejorando. Yo creo que ese es el objetivo
They're going to
y
keep getting
bueno, que sea
better.
un
That is the
combo
goal,
perfecto,
the
que se disfrute de
objective.
ambos lados y nada, y seguir concentrado para lo que viene, que el domingo tenemos un partido importante.
Ahora no está mal y con este domingo
Then they're going to be
arrancar la
focused on
temporada
next
como lo
week
habéis
because they have
arrancado
an
en el
important
sentido de
game.
jugar primero contra el AFC, un equipo muy potente, y el domingo Orlando. O sea, arrancar la temporada con estos dos partidos oficiales.
Sí, sí, sí. Y aparte, no lo que siempre digo yo, no opinión personal, pero se ve también un poco el hecho de estar jugando hoy con la gente que jugamos. Por ahí los rivales también tienen ese plus, ¿no? Bueno, de dar todo y querer ganar. Obviamente que, como dijiste vos, Los Ángeles tiene un gran equipo, grandes jugadores, en lo cual el otro día quedó demostrado. Yo creo que salió un muy buen partido, como te digo, y sirve para medirse, ¿no? En el sentido de que todos los partidos yo pienso que van a ser muy duros, pero el partido que jugamos este pasado, digamos, yo creo que es un rival directo, puede ser un rival directo para los que están peleando el campeonato. Así que nada, como te digo, estamos tranquilos, el resultado no fue lo que esperábamos, obviamente, pero
Okay,
hay
he's
mucho
basically
tiempo
just saying the same
para
fucking
seguir
shit.
trabajando y para poder revertir.
That last part or the last question was basically asking about, they're playing back-to-back games against like back-to-back like pretty competitive teams, like pretty tough teams, and like how are you feeling? He's like, oh, we're feeling calm. We played against LA, who like is like basically a direct rival and like a contender to win the league and whatever, and but they're feeling calm and they're feeling whatever. Like I don't know, it is what it is. So I thought he would have something a little more. Uh, I thought he would have something a little more, but basically, but I guess the positive that he did say, like things that we can kind of take off and talk about, is the fact that they realized that they fucked up a lot. It's like they realized that the first two goals was their fault because it was a turnover from RDP, and then the second one was Dane St. Clair's shocking decision to come up, and then the third one I think it was just poor play. I mean, like it was just like a good play on them, and it ended up being a goal, but I don't remember too much because I was setting up the stream at that time. But anyway, but the two goals that we conceded were just huge mistakes on Inter Miami's end, and that they're staying calm and they're gonna try to get better. It's a long season. It's just the first game, and that's definitely going to be going away as the season goes on. They're gonna be getting better and better day by day, game by game, which is honestly all we can ask for. If we see that, and if he's saying that, and we see that, and the players are improving over the season, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. It was a tough team. It was a very, very tough game against LA. And now that we have Orlando City, it's not gonna get that much easier, right? It's not gonna get that much easier. This game against Puerto Rico, though, not I keep saying against Puerto Rico, but the game is in Puerto Rico against a team from like Ecuador or something, or Venezuela, wherever it is. I think it's Ecuador. Um and this game, I don't know how we're gonna take this game. Like, I don't know. I think actually I saw a tweet from Scotty. Huge shout out to Scotty and the Dry Pink dialogue here. Scotty says, I think Inter Miami should pretty much go full strength in Sunday's in-season friendly. Room for Ayala Mura to come into the 11, but Mikael Falcon and Messi, Bertarame Silvetti need minutes together to figure things out. Allen as a fullback and Sinclair could also use more minutes. I'm gonna like it because I didn't realize I didn't like it. I kind of agree, right? Like I pretty much agree with what Scotty's saying because we need more minutes as a unit. We need more minutes as a full 11 with this team because this is basically the team that we're going to be spending hopefully the majority of the season with. Um, with Bertarame $15 million signing, with David Ashala U22 prospect, with Amura free signing from Racing Club. You know, Mikael great center back. We they need more time together. I really need to see Ashala play. We need to see Ashala play. We need to see a 4-3-3, or we need to see DePaul, Bright, and Ashala. We need to be seeing Noah Allen do better on the left back spot. We need to see Silvetti, Bertarame Messi, or something like that. Dude, that's actually going to be really difficult because guys, like we have Ashende now, like permanently. Like he is a member, he is a player. Like we own Ashende, but he's not a starter. Like how are we gonna go? How are we going around that? Like, is he just gonna be an impact player off the bench because he doesn't play well on the left? Silvetti plays a lot better on the left, and Silvetti plays shit on the right. But Ashende plays good on the right and kind of shitty on the left. So, are we not gonna be starting? Are we not gonna be starting uh Ashende? Like that like, now that I'm thinking about it, like we kind of need to start with like I feel like we should be starting with two strikers. I did originally propose in the preseason, like back in preseason, I originally proposed a 4-1-2-2 um with the with the midfield, with the diamond midfield, but it's very narrow. It's extremely narrow, and like we're not going to be able to use any width unless we do kind of stretch it out a little bit. But I mean, like if the 4-1-2-2, I feel like would be a perfect formation on paper because we could use two strikers in Bertrame and Ashende. We can use Messi at the cam position. We can use De Paul as a box to box on the right, with Yannick Bright as a CDM, maybe and you can put either Segovia, Silvetti, or Ashala on that left center mid spot, and then in the back four it would be Noah Allen, Mikael, Falcon, and Mura with Dean St. Clair in goal. That's what I said back in the preseason. That's definitely not going to happen, but I feel like it wouldn't hurt to try. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Del Morva, greetings, fellow footballers. Starting against LAFC is not ideal, but it would be okay. It's just one game. Ashala needs to play. I don't even know if he's trash or not. Huge shout out to Del Morva, though. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Get my water because my throat is dried up from all this yapping. XX David said, to be honest, I can see Orlando go 0-3 to start the year. I believe Miami will bounce against them. And then a tough trip up north to Yankee Stadium in a possible Orange Ball game will be tough. Let me look up their schedule. Because here, I'm gonna show you guys. So we have, where's Orlando at? They're down here. Go to fixtures. Yeah, they play us now. Yeah, then you said they go to Yankee Stadium. Oh, is this at Yankee Stadium? Oh, it is. Okay. Because I don't know when they moved the fucking Mets Stadium to Citi Field, and they have like the new stadium coming out. I don't know. Then they host Montreal. I mean, hosting, this is the worst team in the league, so that's going to be a win for them. And then they play. Then they go to Nashville, is going to be tough. Then they go to LAFC, which is going to be super tough. Then Columbus. So this stretch of games is going to be tough for them. All this right here, but I mean, this is already tough in itself. They already took this. I actually saw this game. This game was crazy, and the New York Red Bulls played really, really, really well this game. I really liked how they played this game. Look at this first half statistics right here. But New York Red Bulls look nasty. These two kids, Julian Hall, 17 years old, and Mehdi at 16 years old, these guys are problems. These guys were crazy. I don't know if anybody saw this game, but I was waiting for the Inter Miami game to start, and then I saw Orlando versus New York Red Bulls. I'm like, damn, like I'm gonna watch that game, and I was watching it with my dad, and we were like, holy shit, like this guy just scored. This guy scored both goals, and I'm like, how old is this guy? Like, who is this guy? And I'm like, oh, it's Julian Hall. How old is he? Oh, he's probably like 20 something. And we checked, it's 17 years old. They also have fucking Cade Cowell. They have Cade Cowell. Obviously, they have Emil Forsberg, Mehmeti. Who else do they have? I don't even know the rest of these guys. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. And yeah, obviously they have Choupo-Moting. Oh damn, they have John McCarthy. Holy fuck. Only the OGs, only the real ones with ball knowledge know John McCarthy. And then all these other guys, I have no idea who they are, but they played like they were a problem. New York Red Bulls are probably going to be one to watch this season. Maybe this is only the first game, but I'm just saying they played good. They played really, really, really good. We need to see Ayala play as a deep line playmaker, not a double pivot with Depol. I agree. Because that's what he was, right? Aishana was brought in to be the Busquets, right? To be like that next Busquets, quote unquote. Not literally, quite literally, but to play in that position, right? And so I feel like he needs to, and he's played in the league before, so like why wouldn't he play? Like why wouldn't he play? I don't know. Do you think Messi will play against Orlando? 1000%. He has to play against Orlando. He has to. Segovia isn't playing like someone worth a U22 spot right now, to be honest. The guy's playing like he wants to leave to Europe ASAP. I haven't been convinced of Segovia for months since even last season, even like the second half of last season. I did not like playing Segovia at all. But but as of right now, we can't be overcritical with the players. It's literally only been a game. But I understand where you're coming from. I haven't been convinced with Segovia from last year. Segovia's goal as a ball retention midfielder, not as a winger. That's also another thing. They're still playing him on the wing. I don't know why Mascherano's still playing him on the wing. We've literally we've been saying it since last season that playing him on the wing does no good to anybody, and it was the same thing with Benjamin Kamaski. New York Red Bulls beat them with teenage, no, like dead ass, bro. Play Pinter versus Orlando. No, no, for real. Mister. No, dude, bro, we can literally play fucking Pinter, Santi Morales, fucking Tyler Hall, fucking Boatwright. Second goalkeeper ever, yeah. McCarthy, the MLS check with the helmet. Casemiro's into Miami. Here we go. Is Ayala a playmaker? He had 1 assist last year. Like they claimed that he was going to be the next Busquets. There's no way he had 1 assist last year. I'm actually gonna Google that. I made a whole video on him. Like I did research on I was trying to do research on him and seeing like what kind of a player he was. I'm pretty sure he had 1 assist last year in 37 games. But his statistics here, look, his statistics. He had 94 touches or 94% touches, 30 shots. Doesn't matter if he only created 21% chances. You guys can see that. Hold on. Let me move that over. He only created 21% chances created. 61 aerial duels percentage 85 defensive contribution. So this guy is not a DLP. This guy is a DM. This guy is a DM. This guy's not. This not. He's not a DLP. He is a fucking DM. He has 85% defensive contributions. He only has 21% chances created. He's a fucking DM. He's not a deep line playmaker. He's not a deep line playmaker. I mean, there's no in-depth stats for it because I'm not using the right website, but just those stats alone tells you that he's a DM and that he needs to play DM. Oh my god. Let me go to SofaScore. Matt, I have already said St. Clair is overrated. Um, hey Matt, I missed everything. Thoughts of the match? Old midfield, nobody existed. Kings rate, so Messi dropped deep. Yeah, Ramadan Mubarak, Matt, huh? How does Miami fare? How does Miami fare in the cold? I think cold will play an impact. Yeah, no, it definitely will. Dude, I'm from New York. Like, I'm originally from the Bronx. I've been living in Florida for the last like almost 10 years, and I can tell you right now, it got 50. I don't know where you guys are from, but right now we just had a big cold front because of I'm assuming it's because of the snowstorm that's happening up north, but it was hitting like 50 degrees over here with wind. I'm fucking dude, I have this hoodie on. I'm cold. Like I'm cold and it's 50 degrees out. I'm cold. So I'm telling you, when they go to New York in 30-degree weather, 20-degree weather, whatever, they're gonna struggle. They're gonna feel that shit. They're gonna feel that shit heavy. But anyway, David Ashala. Why is it saying dating? Why can't I use SofaScore? Okay, whatever. It's not letting me use SofaScore. Whatever. Um, Wait, but I saw something about like Phil Neville or something. Like somebody mentioned Phil Neville. Oh, right here. Yeah, but last year he was being managed by Phil Neville. I really don't like how Phil Neville manages. Well, clearly. I mean, he fucking managed Inter Miami, and look where that ended up. Or look how that turned out. I mean, hey, we made it to the playoffs with them. Oh, okay. My fucking camera just died. Great. There's so much going right now, guys. So much is going right. The camera dies. Stream wasn't working earlier. The camera dies. Like, holy fuck, bro. This camera battery was at 100%. I don't know how it died in 45 minutes. Oh my god. Keep that fucking turned on. If it doesn't turn on, we're low-key gonna have to cut the stream. We're gonna have to fucking cut the stream. Oh my god. Let's see if this shit turns on. Come on, turn back on. Okay, I think it's on. Okay, I think we'll have like another 10 minutes or something. Hold on. It's gonna come up. Give it a second. Hold on. It's gonna come up. Just give it a second. Give it a sec. Okay, there we go. It's reloading. There we go. Perfect. There you go. Ah. All right. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Okay, 10 out of 10 stream like guys, this is what we hear. This is the risk you take when you go live. The camera dies, there's no audio, there's bad internet. Dude. Go back, you snowbird. Yeah, I go back to New York on occasion. 40 days until Freedom Park. Looks like they will miss the deadline. I think they're gonna get it up. I think they're almost done with it. There's too many New Yorkers talking Miami sports. What is this, guys? Literally, all of South Florida is people from New York. I just really hope you know that. Everybody, almost. No, I don't want to say everybody. The majority of the people that live down here are from Long Island, are from Jersey, are from New York, like the city. They're from Philly. They're from fucking, I don't know, Georgia. There's a lot of mixed, like there's a huge mix of people from here. there's very few people that are like actually born in Florida, I feel like. Or like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that just move here. Phil Neville can suck my dick. Oh my god. We still got the audio. Yeah, but anyways, I bet you don't miss the snow. It just snowed again, and the snow from last one just melted a few days ago. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, no, I don't miss the snow at all. I don't miss it. I mean, it's cool to like look at the snow, but like getting up, like I remember as a kid, I would go outside and shovel the snow with my brothers, and we thought it was fun because like we liked being in the snow. But like I feel like being as an adult, like having to go to work and whatnot. Like before, like as a kid, like you didn't really have to worry about that stuff. But like I feel like as an adult, it'd be a lot more annoying. So yeah, no, I'm glad I don't. I feel like I should be. I feel like I'm happy that I'm not in the snow anymore. But I can't wear sweaters though. So anytime I get to wear a hoodie or a sweater, I take full advantage of it because I love like fall clothes, like dressing comfy, like and like long sleeves. I love like this kind of stuff, but I can't like wear it in uh in Florida. No snow days. Yes, that is the one downside. We don't have snow days. We don't have like any days off ever. Like we don't have winter break. We don't have snow days. We don't have. I mean, we have hurricanes. That's the only thing we have. Well, I say like that's the only thing we have. Like that's not like a fucking like catastrophic natural disaster, but like we have hurricanes. We have hurricane parties. That is the most Florida thing ever. Yes, the hurricane parties. I've experienced my first hurricane party down here. Give me heat and humidity all day. Yeah, you say that, and then it's 90. You say that, and that's like saying that's like living in like Jamaica. Honestly, weather-wise, it's like you're literally living on an island. Genuinely, in South Florida. Like you're literally living on an island because it's hot. It's 90 degrees every single day. It's so humid out. You're sweating your balls off. You just walk outside and you're sweating. Um, I can't do it. I personally can't do it. I hate it. I hate the weather. But at the same time, it's either sweat your balls off or freeze your ass off. I don't know. I'd rather freeze my ass off than sweat my balls off. Nashville versus Ottawa going on right now. Oh shit! No way. That game's going on right now. No way. I completely forgot, guys. The winner of that game is playing us in CCC. Guys, the winner of that game is playing us in CCC. Right now, it's Nashville. No surprise. On aggregate, it's 3-0. So it's only they just scored. Nashville just scored. So boom. This is the score right here. Who scored? It was Mule, Alex Mule, left-footed shot from very close range to the center of the goal, following a corner. You were born here. You love it when it's summer. That is the worst time of the year here in Florida, guys. That is the summertime is the worst time of the year in Florida because that is the hottest time of the year. It is like 100 degrees every single day. I actually want to leave Florida during the summertime. The wintertime here is great because it's not hot, it's not cold. It's just like it's 70 degrees, 60 degrees. It's like the spring. And then like you get that for like a couple of months until like January, and then it gets hot again. But this time it's been getting a lot cooler. But probably in April and stuff, like it's gonna get a lot hotter. Anyway, I haven't seen snow in 10 years. Nah, I saw snow like 2 months ago. Messi is going to be literally one man army. He must create chances. Oh yeah. So let's wrap this up because we're already an hour in. But guys, thank you. You guys have been awesome. You guys are amazing people. I'm not going to be doing a preview for the game in Puerto Rico, but I'm hoping we win. I assume we're going to win. I'm probably not going to watch it either because, like I said, it's a Thursday. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know what time the game is. I don't even know if it's going to be free to watch. If it's free to watch, obviously I'm going to watch it. But if it's not, then I'm not going to bother. And then we'll just kind of talk. We'll just talk about it. We'll talk about it for the preview for Orlando. Does that make sense? Like when we preview the game for Orlando, we'll talk a little bit about the friendly. the friendly in Puerto Rico. Just making let me double check to make sure I have um to see what day I work. I think I work on Saturday. Yes, I do, but I think in the evening I should be fine. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go live. I think we're gonna go live on. It's either Friday or Saturday. We're gonna go live either Friday or Saturday evening around 8 o'clock or night around 8 o'clock p.m. And we're gonna preview the game against Orlando. That's gonna be a huge game. We're hoping for a better performance. We're hoping to be more competitive. We're hoping to not make the same mistakes we did against LAFC. These are two tough teams to play right in the beginning of the season, but it's just going to be good for us to hopefully we can just start gelling quicker, man. But I think Messi's going to play. But we're going to talk about that more this weekend. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your guys' patience again. This is the third time we had to start the stream up because of technical issues and internet issues. My camera died. Like it was a whole bunch of stuff that went on. But I appreciate you guys for sticking with me from the beginning to the end. Um we're gonna go live this weekend. Make sure you turn on notifications, subscribe, like, share with your friends, hype the video. There's like a hype option now. Like if you go on your phone, like there's literally a button that says hype, and it's completely free. It just I don't know what it does, but it looks cool. Like I've done it before, and I'm like, oh okay, cool, and it gives you like points. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Hype the video, please. And yeah, hopefully Inter Miami can get a win. Hopefully nobody gets injured during their flight to Puerto Rico, and we can come back this weekend and hopefully hope for the best. We're just gonna hope for the best. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Ball Miami. Take care. Ciao muchachos.